Hi, so I just had the procedure done about 15 minutes ago. You can already see my eyes are a little puffy and I'm just red. Um, Procedure was tolerable, a little dicey right around the upper lip and nose, but otherwise pretty well. Immediately, by the time the procedure was done, my face felt like it was kind of pulsating. Uh, Cooled down a little bit after I applied a post-procedure mask, but I'm a pinker, so already pinking up. Um, and we'll see. So this is just 15 minutes post-procedure. So it's early morning, so I don't have to worry too much about the sun at the moment. But I'm gonna go ahead and put on some of the Alta laser enzyme gel. This is just gonna help cool down my face and hopefully help with the redness a little bit. Okay, so it's 4 hours since my treatment. I've had the laser gel on and it's actually feeling a little dry now. All the heat has gone out and I'm just gonna get some of this gel off with the dermal wound cleaner and then put some of my nice hydrating laser balm on to keep the skin nice and hydrated and protected. And right now everything just feels like tight, like I have a mud mask on. So undo my little pads here. And sheet this up. Get it going. And just gently apply it just to get some of this extra gel off. You should not get this in your eye. I'm gonna try. You don't really want to rub, you just want to blot because you don't want to put any friction on the skin. Remember, this is a resurfacing laser, and so it basically has intensely exfoliated the top layer of your skin. So if you give any friction, it's going to rub the top layer off, which we do not want. We want the human skin to stay there almost like a skin band-aid and let the skin do the healing on its own. So this is helping get some of that laser gel off. Almost 12 hours since my treatment, and you can see I have a lot of pinpoint bleeding, some ooze. You can see a little honey crust there. I do have the ointment on, the laser balm, just because I felt like it was much more comfortable and soothing than the laser gel, but I am going to very gently wash my face. I am going to use just a little bit of dilute acetic acid, so some tap water and a capful or so of white vinegar, and that's going to be my mix. And I'm going to literally just kind of blot it and pat it over the skin, or put it in a cup and like kind of just let it run over my skin. Again, no rubbing or scrubbing. Just want to get some of this honey crust off, and then after I'm going to put my silver gel on. So doing good so far. As far as discomfort, I'm fine. I definitely, the face feels tight. I know I look puffy, but I don't feel particularly puffy. Just tight, and again, almost like I had a mud mask on, because I think a lot of the topicals I've put are just still kind of making the skin feel extra taut. So we'll see how I do after I wash. Okay, so I just got out of the shower. Felt really good to get the crusties off, but it was tough to get the balm off, so I just had to be super gentle. I did do like almost a triple cleanse with some Dove soap, and then I used actually my vinegar dilution in the shower as well, just to make sure I got the crust off and felt like I got a good clean. So then I came out, I definitely pat dried my face, and I probably had the water a little hotter than I should have. You really want cold on your face, but you can see my little fat pads, my little festoons there are starting to get a little puffier, and I can't wait to see what those are going to look like tomorrow. But again, this is like 12 hours out. So now I'm going to use the silver gel. Silver has healing properties and antibacterial properties. Full disclosure, I have never used this product before. It is a gel, so it should also be somewhat cooling. I did not put mine in the fridge, but it would be a good idea to do that. And I'm actually putting it on pretty thick here. It doesn't have to be that thick, but once again, you want to just make sure that you're not rubbing the skin. Just kind of like gently patting it on. And I'm going to try to get it everywhere. Now, I think the real trick for tonight will be finding a pillowcase that I don't care about, as well as probably a dark colored shirt, because I am a little pinpoint bleeding and still a little weepy. So, and I definitely anticipate tomorrow that I'm going to be almost, I hope not swollen shut, but I know I'm going to be super puffy in this eye area. The periocular region, whether it's surgery or a procedure, whenever there's fluid shift, it loves to collect around the eye, especially the lower eye. What you'll notice is often when you wake up in the morning, it looks terrible, and then gravity throughout the day will kind of pull the fluid away from that settling point. But along those same lines, you'll often hear physicians recommend to sleep with a few extra pillows just to mimic that gravity pull, rather than laying flat on your back and flatten your head so that it just all pools around the eye. I think I also have some nice cool face rollers that I'm going to try to use maybe before I go to bed tonight, just to try to give it a little extra help with the swelling and inflammation. This feels really good. It like moves really nicely. So great vehicle, it just kind of glides over the skin, and that's what you want. Again, nothing like that you're like pushing or scrubbing or rubbing or have to kind of work to smooth over the skin. This just glides really nice, and it does have a cooling effect as well. So I have to say, of all the products, I mean, the laser balm feels so good because it's moisturizing and makes your skin feel less kind of tight, but this actually feels pretty good. So I'll let this soak in a little bit. I think I'll probably just do some under eye rolling with my little cooling tools. And then definitely before I go to bed, I will reapply the balm, because I really want a nice protective coat while I sleep. But definitely gonna make sure I have that nasty pillowcase I don't care about, because it's not gonna be pretty. All that ointment's gonna get everywhere. So, all right, to be continued. Good morning. So this is 24 hours after the procedure. Full disclosure, I did wash off just now with both some Dove soap to get the thick glazed donut laser balm off, just with some cool water and just gentle massage with my fingertips. And then I followed that with actually a little of the acetic acid, the vinegar, kind of gently patted dry, and then also did do some of the dermal wound cleanser and patted that dry. Then I put on the silver gel, and now I've realized, oh, I better show them before I put on my laser balm. So you can see, as expected, actually I can even see my vision has changed today because my eyes are so puffy. I can see my cheeks down below. Some of the brown is coming out more now. As bad as it looks, it doesn't hurt. It feels stiff. Definitely was not kind to my pillow last night. The kind of ooze that you would see after you scrape your knee on cement, that kind of straw-colored serum was on my pillowcase. And I know that's disgusting, but it's important to mention just because you don't want to use your finest linens when you have this done. But yeah, so now I felt like the light might be better here. I was just trying to show you. But now, other than scaring my family, everything is fine. Now I'm just going to put that balm, and I figured I'd show you how I do that because it doesn't go on so easily. And again, you want to be gentle, not pulling the skin too much. So a great idea is to get some tongue dispensers or sticks. I unfortunately forgot to get some for myself, so I have some gloves. So because what you don't want to do is keep dipping your fingers into your little pot here. It will become like a petri dish for bacteria. So I'm just going to take a nice big scoop here. And at first it's always like, again, a little difficult to spread, but then I'm just going to gently kind of roll it, I guess. And I try to like pat it a little bit. And your skin does warm it up. So as you give it a little time, just be patient. It will liquefy a little bit. What's nice about this product, in contrast to say like Vaseline, is that when you put Vaseline on the skin, the body heat heats it up and it just rolls away and drips away. This actually has some pretty nice sticking power, so your ability to stay as a glazed donut for the day is definitely augmented. It's definitely helped. So I'm just going to continue this. I won't bore you. And then go have some breakfast. So this is day post-op 2, a full 48 hours since I had the procedure done. And last night I started feeling kind of very dry and itchy. Slept in my balm and it's feeling better now. And I don't know that if you can see it, but my skin is hanging onto my face. So this is a really good point. You don't want to go scrubbing or rubbing anything. And I definitely feel stiff. And as you can see, I still have some good swelling under my eyes. I did see that it went down a little bit yesterday throughout the day. I also have that nice jelly swelling too. But overall, making improvement, less scabby, no more ooze. Just really have to work on hydrating the face. And I am going to now put some more laser balm on to keep it hydrated and protected and go about my day. So this is day 3. I was trying to find good light because I don't know how well you can see. So I have washed my face. Today, very scaly, exfoliating, fine peel, obviously very dry, so I can't wait to put my ointment back on. Was definitely very swollen this morning when I woke up, but quickly the under eyes did depuff a little bit just from standing up, so I must have slept with not as many pillows last night, but some definitely peeling you can see around the nose, and when I washed my face, a lot of the scalies did come off. So again, day 3, just feeling tight and taut. I'm less red, less puffy. Everything is settling down. Still would be probably a little rough to go out in public. I mean, obviously you could put some good sunscreen on, but I no longer have any weeping or bleeding. It's just a little fine brown scalies on the surface of the skin and some fine white fleeking. So I'm gonna put that ointment back on and start my day. Today I'm returning to work, so I hope I don't scare anyone. Face is a little itchy, but a lot of the dead skin has flaked off and still obviously dry and a little tight, but really improving. So I'd say today the main symptom, if you will, is just that it's red and still gonna be thirsty. So I'm gonna jump in the shower, do my actually Dove, and then go ahead and probably not put the balm on, because looking like a glazed donut at work is not going to be so great, but maybe something like just my regular Cetaphil cream, and do multiple applications of that throughout the day. All right, so again, this is the beginning of day 5, returning to work. Okay, just got out of the shower, got dressed. So this is day 6 and still dry, not really flaking. Got a nice zit there on my chin from wearing my mask with all of my moisturizer. But the skin is definitely taut, less wrinkly. Every day a little less red. I mean, still red. Look at my face compared to my neck, but getting there. And now just using moisturizer. If I wanted, I could apply sunscreen or other products. I'd still stay away from retinol, but can get a little bit more liberal with what products I'm putting on my face, as far as the skin barrier is pretty much back intact, but delicate.